What's up, you guys? It's me, Jessica, coming to you with day 181 of our motivational videos. Do you guys feel as blessed as I do to just be alive right now? Like, I've been having just this, experience with life where I just, I've done a lot of growing up in this last year, especially in these last couple months, and part of me just realized that I just have to let go a little bit. Quit being so uptight. You guys, I showed you that book that I got that I've been reading, Women Who Think Too Much. And it's true. Like, I definitely think too much. And when you know the law of attraction and, you become what you think about and you attract what you most think about, the things that you're afraid of that you constantly have on your mind, whether I don't want to be cheated on in a relationship, you concentrate so much on something like that, or, you concentrate on being broke. You concentrate so much on not being able to ever pay or never having the money that's what you attract, is never having money, because you concentrate on it so much, right? So I've learned a lot about, the power of my own mind and thinking, and the power that I truly do have, in my life, and the things that I attract to myself. I've gone through some stuff in life, and now, knowing what I know now, looking back, I see why some of these things happen to me. And then I also see, how blessed I am, because dang, God had to have his hand over me to keep me out of some real trouble. Like, I was not a smart kid. Like, I was smart, book smart, but the situations and the people I put myself around were not smart. To be real, I could have ended up in jail, I could have ended up dead, I could have ended up kidnapped or whatever. You name it, I could have ended up that. And, they say that struggle is part of your story, well, your mistakes, and I don't want to say I regret things. If I knew what I knew now back then, I probably would have done stuff differently, but then I wouldn't be who I am today either. So, it's kind of a tough situation there. You just have to really learn how to better interpret, life's situations and the bricks that are constantly being thrown at you, the waves that are coming over you. Don't let them drown you. Learn how to surf. Learn how to ride the shit out of these waves. Excuse my language. But seriously, you guys, I was listening to this video on YouTube, and I was really, kind of awakened even more by this video. And her name is Kelly McGonigal. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right or not, but she talks about, how to make stress your friend, okay? And she is, she's a health psychologist, okay? And she has been in her study for 10 years, practicing her profession. And she's even, for the most of her career, has always taught people, stress is a bad thing. And then she came across this study, though, that showed that stress can be, a good thing. It was a study right here. The study tracked 30,000 adults in the United States for 8 years. And they started by asking people, how much stress have you experienced in the last year? They also asked, do you believe that stress is harmful for your health? And then they used public death records to find out who died 8 years later. It's kind of weird. But okay, so bad news first. People who experienced a lot of stress in their previous years had a 43% increased risk of dying. But that was only true for the people who also believed that stress was harmful for their health. So people who experienced a lot of stress but didn't think that it was harmful to their health just, looked at it as a lesson, or just, always try to find the positive out of the situation. Those people, it didn't really impact or have, an effect on when they died. So that's crazy. Actually, they had the lowest risk of people dying out of anyone in the study, including people who had little stress. So people who had a lot of stress but just dealt with it in a good manner, they actually kind of lived a little bit longer, which is, so that just shows you the power of how you think about things, how you approach, situations, and how you catch the bricks that life throws at you. It might really hurt your hand. It might even, break a finger or something. Or it might knock you down on the ground, but it's never going to knock you out, you guys. You're still here. You're still, technically you're still standing, okay? Don't look at yourself as beat down. Now let's start changing the way we think. If you're stressed out, if you have so much going on, trust me, I've been there. I've wanted to pull my hair out. I've cried. I've, wanted to give up. Don't give up. Realize that you are in control. Change your mindset, the way you think about things, and then, take that. And what I found really to get my mind thinking more positively on situations is that anytime I heard anybody around me talking negatively about themselves or anything, or, even future events, and they would be worried about something, I would just twist it up for them and find, and say something positive to them about it. Okay? Like, I don't know if I told you guys this story in previous video, but my dad, we were supposed to meet up in Auburn Hills one day for dinner, and he was running late and blah, blah, and then, he called me, and he was like, I got a flat tire, and blah, like, nothing was open, and I was like, Dad, you might just need air in your tire. Are you by a gas station? Yeah, I'm right here. Okay, we'll pull into the gas station, put air in your tire. It's going to take you all of, 2 minutes? And then he was mad because there was a lady in front of him, taking forever to get air in her tires. I was like, Dad, do you not realize that you, could have gotten on the highway and not noticed that you had a flat tire, and it could have ended up, exploding or whatever and shredding, and it could have caused an accident? Like, it was just, it was God keeping you from something worse happening. He's just letting you catch it and ahead of time. Who cares if there's a lady in front of you? You're there and you're about to get the air in your tire, so relax. Like, and he was like, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I know I'm right. Like, who wouldn't think about, okay, I'm here, and who cares if I have to wait for some air? At least I can get it, and then I can get out my way. Like, because there was nothing in the tire to, like, a nail or anything. So it was just blow on air. So it's just, you guys don't freak out all the time. You guys gotta find the positive in situations, and I'm telling you so much from my own experience. In this past year, I've grown so much, and I am less stressed. And I used to, even acne, okay? I used to have such crazy acne all over my body because of how stressed out I used to be. I would stress myself out so much, and it would show in my face. But I've learned how to deal with my stress in positive ways. Sometimes I have to cry. Other times I just work out or go to the gym and just, I tell my friends when they go to the gym with me, we'll work out, and I'm like, man, I just feel like picking this whole machine up and just throwing it across the whole gym. It's just the way I am. It feels so good to just let stress go in a positive way, making my body more fit, so that I can be able to live longer, so that I can be able to be happier with myself. A lot of the things that I was stressed out about, what I thought other people were thinking or how I viewed myself, I realized, hey, there's a lot of things that I have the power to change, so why the heck not do it? And now that I've changed, I'm getting the results that I want. Obviously, things are still going to happen. Life still happens. So you're going to have stressful moments. You just have to learn how to deal with them. Learn how to ride the crazy waves, alright? Also, they said that people, if you reach out to other people and help other people when you are stressed out or just period, okay, those people who are involved with other people's lives, okay, they live 30% longer than the average person. So reach out. Not only that, she talked also about this chemical in your brain, oxytocin. They call it, the cuddle hormone, because it's released, when you're feeling romantic and when you get hugged, and it's just like a good feeling hormone that gets released in your brain. But not only is it a hormone, it double goes as a neurotransmitter, and it controls your nerves. Okay, so, this oxytocin hormone that she talks about, it's an amazing thing, because it's also part of the reproduction, thing. When a woman goes into labor, oxytocin is released, and that's what helps that whole process happen. But aside of that, it helps with that. And then it's the cuddle hormone that, gets released when you're hugged, or when it's your social instinct. It strengthens relationships. When you're speaking with another person, when you become empathetic, when you feel for another person, this hormone goes off in your brain, and it makes you feel good. And that's when you feel like high on life, and because you're doing good and you're feeling good, you're getting that hug, you're getting that touch, you're getting that love, you're getting that conversation, you're getting that attention. You are being able to feel like you're worth something because you're giving your hugs, you're giving your heart, you're giving your opinions, and your time and your ear, you're listening, and that sets off that hormone, and you just feel so good. Okay, but on top of that, feeling like that, this lady Kelly, she talks about how in stress, oxytocin also it makes you want to seek to be involved in other people's lives, to like really help them. For some reason, it makes you want to reach out. It motivates you. So you just gotta think more positively so that you can feel the effects of the hormone, so of the neurotransmitter, because the hormone is released, but then you're not reacting to the neurotransmitter of the nerves. You're seeing the bad instead of the good. Okay, that hormone is there, but the way you're thinking is making it end up turning into a feeling anxious or overwhelming, or like you just want to run for the hills. Okay, if you think differently, then you'll feel the positive feeling, high on life feeling of the cuddle hormone. Okay, I'll post the link to her video of her whole little speech. It's not super long, but it was really good. And I just really think that it's important to learn how to deal with your stress. And once you deal with it in a positive way and you view it, not just stress, but just life, period. If you just view that, it's a roller coaster. There's going to be ups and downs and twists and turns and upside downs, and you're going to want to puke, and you're going to laugh, and you're going to scream, and there's going to be water falling from your eyes. Okay, it is the roller coaster of life. Stuff happens, forget it. Shit happens, okay, and it gets real, and it gets hard. I know it gets hard. I've been there, alright? And I know people who have been there. But as low as I've been, as low as I've known people to have fallen, alright? I have surrounded myself with people who are only wanting to rise to the top. But most importantly, do they not want to be to the top? They want to bring other people with them. And that's what life is all about. You gotta learn to be about the other people. When you become about other people, everything else ends up working for you. We talked about it before. In order to really be selfish, you have to be selfless. Okay? Put people above money. Put people kind of even above yourself. Yes, personal development and all that is very important. But if you don't help the people grow, you don't grow. You don't leave your mark. You don't leave your legacy. And you were just existing. You weren't living. We're here to live life, you guys. We're here to enjoy the ride. Alright? Embrace your struggle. Embrace the grind. And just go hard. And do the best at whatever it is you want to do. Like, don't doubt yourself. Just do the damn thing. Whatever it is you want to do, be the best at it. Be positive. And then once you figure it out, or when you really are serious about figuring it out, help other people figure it out. Reach out to people that you normally wouldn't reach out to, because you see potential in them. You see your past struggle that they are going through, or they have gone through, but they haven't figured out how to deal with it, but you've been there. So why not help somebody else? Why not just reach out, right? Because the only way you can really get to the top is by pulling somebody else up with you. It doesn't make the weight heavier. It really makes it lighter. You guys will end up helping each other. Trust me. My first affiliate in my business is not somebody that I necessarily would talk to on a normal day basis. But now I'm like his big sister and he's like my little brother, and I'll knock somebody out if they mess with him. And I want him to be successful, and I want him to see his potential. But on an average day, it's not somebody I would have normally talked to. But because of these videos and because of the events of life and going to school just for 2 weeks when he did and meeting each other in class, and then he reached out to me through social media, boom. Now his journey has began. And it was all because of me. Like, it's hard to really believe. I'm not going to take credit for anything this kid does because he really takes charge. He just doesn't see his potential yet. But that's my job, is to help him and help other people see their potential. We're all just trying to figure out this roller coaster because we all kind of want to see what's ahead. But if you want to see what's ahead, you should stop looking behind. Stop stressing. Just keep your head forward. Keep your chin up. Believe in yourself. And then like this quote that I have for you guys, our quote of the day. Let me pull it up. Our quote of the day says, iPads can be kind of slow, can't they? Says, stress happens when your mind resists what is. Right? We may not be happy with what is right now, but if you keep just stressing out about it, you're never going to figure out how to deal with it. You're just going to keep accumulating the thing that you're stressing about, the thing that you're worried about, the thing that you're fearing. Stop being afraid. Stop stressing. Find some confidence in yourself. Whatever it is that you're lacking, that you're not happy with, do something about it. Don't be like me and wait until you really hit rock bottom and you're just breaking down. And sometimes that's what it takes. I feel like a lot of people have to hit that rock bottom. Everybody has a different rock bottom. But when you hit it, you know that you've hit it. But don't be ashamed, okay? Because everybody has their highs, everybody has their lows and their in-betweens. Just know that you're important and that you have a purpose. You have a reason. Don't let this stressful crap that's really probably just nonsense take over you, right? Just figure it out. Write some stuff down on paper. Really spend some time thinking out, whatever it is that you're stressed out about. Try to figure out an actual, realistic, plan to solve it. How can you do it? What are little things that you could do every day to get closer to eliminating that stress? Don't think that it'll happen overnight. Be realistic with your timing, all right? And just be positive and just do it every single day. Consistency is a majority of success, all right? If you're consistent with the right things, you'll get there. All right, you guys, that's all for today. Peace out.